1 Samuel chapter 14 tells a thrilling story of faith and victory. It takes place during a time of conflict between the Israelites and the Philistines. The Philistines were powerful enemies who oppressed God's people. Saul, the first king of Israel, had not yet proven himself a strong leader. Fear and uncertainty gripped the Israelites. This chapter highlights the contrast between Saul's fear and the courage of his son, Jonathan. It offers a glimpse into God's power and faithfulness, even when his people are weak. In this story, we see how God can use ordinary people to accomplish extraordinary things. Jonathan, Saul's son, was a man of great faith and unwavering courage. He was known for his deep belief that God could grant victory even when the odds seemed insurmountable. He believed that God could grant victory, even against overwhelming odds. His faith was not just in words, but in actions, and he was always ready to prove it. One day, Jonathan decided to take action against the Philistines, who were a constant threat to his people. He secretly approached their camp, accompanied only by his loyal armor-bearer, showing his trust in both God and his companion. Jonathan proposed a sign from God. If the Philistines responded aggressively, he and his armor-bearer would retreat. This was a test of divine will. But if they invited them to come up, they would take it as a sign of God's favor and attack. This plan was both bold and filled with faith. The Philistines, seeing only two men, arrogantly challenged them to come up, underestimating their resolve and the power of their faith. Jonathan and his armor-bearer, trusting in God, bravely climbed the steep cliff towards the Philistine outpost, undeterred by the daunting task ahead. Their daring attack threw the Philistine camp into confusion. The sudden and unexpected assault caused chaos among the enemy ranks. They fought with such ferocity that the Philistines believed a large Israelite force was upon them. The fear and confusion spread quickly. Jonathan's bravery ignited a spark of courage in the hearts of the Israelites. His actions inspired his fellow warriors to believe in their own strength and in the power of their faith. Jonathan's actions, though courageous, were not without consequence. Saul, unaware of Jonathan's plan, had made a rash oath that no one should eat until the enemy was defeated. This oath, made in haste, put Jonathan in a difficult position. He had tasted honey during the battle, unaware of his father's vow. When Saul learned of Jonathan's actions, he was ready to punish him, even though Jonathan had secured a significant victory. The people, recognizing Jonathan's bravery and the righteousness of his actions, intervened and saved him. This event highlights the importance of wisdom and discernment, even in leadership. Though seemingly a simple story of courage and victory, the narrative of Jonathan in 1 Samuel chapter 14 holds deeper meaning. This chapter is not just a historical account, but a profound foreshadowing of the Savior to come. Jonathan's act of faith, venturing out against impossible odds, trusting in God's power, foreshadows Jesus Christ. His bravery and trust in divine intervention mirror the ultimate sacrifice that Jesus would make. Like Jonathan, Jesus willingly faced the enemy, knowing the cost. He embraced his mission with full knowledge of the suffering it would entail. He too was misunderstood and rejected by those he came to save. Despite his teachings and miracles, many did not recognize him as the Messiah. Jonathan's victory, though initially jeopardized by Saul's oath, points to Jesus' ultimate triumph over sin and death. This victory is a testament to the power of faith and divine purpose. His willingness to lay down his life for his people, even when they didn't understand, echoes Jonathan's own sacrifice. Jonathan's selflessness and courage are a precursor to the ultimate act of love demonstrated by Jesus. The intervention of the people to save Jonathan foreshadows the way in which humanity would be redeemed through Christ's sacrifice. Through his death and resurrection, Jesus brought salvation to all, fulfilling the foreshadowing seen in Jonathan's story. 1 Samuel chapter 14 is a story about courage, faith, and the foreshadowing of a greater victory to come. It tells of Jonathan, the son of King Saul, who, with his armor-bearer, bravely faced the Philistine army. Despite being vastly outnumbered, Jonathan's unwavering faith in God led to a miraculous victory. Jonathan's bravery, fueled by his trust in God, serves as an example to us all. His actions remind us that true courage comes from faith and reliance on a higher power. We see how God can use ordinary people to accomplish extraordinary things when they are willing to step out in faith. This story encourages us to trust in God's plan, even when the odds seem insurmountable. The chapter also highlights the importance of wisdom and discernment. Jonathan's strategic thinking and reliance on divine guidance were crucial to his success. It reminds us that even in our human weakness, God's power is made perfect. When we feel inadequate, we can find strength in our faith and trust in God's greater plan. Just as Jonathan's victory paved the way for the Israelites, so too does Jesus' victory pave the way for our salvation. This story is a powerful reminder of the triumph of faith and the enduring promise of divine intervention. Are you ready for the next chapter? Just click here to go straight to it.